What's going on, good people? We are back. We were supposed to have four people. Then we had three people. Now
Well, no, we were always supposed to have three people. I didn't think Brandon was gonna come anyway from like the very beginning. I think we just posted it in that chat because Justin was there. And,
oh, but anyway, I expected four. Then it turned to three, and now it's just me and DJ.
I
Because
mean, we got the greatest two already. So
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But we are gonna go through round one of the Mae Young Classic. Our review. Pretty good show. I definitely liked it. I personally didn't mind that it was broken down into four episodes of four matches each. I know DJ didn't like that, but
that was not necessarily my issue. I don't mind. I didn't mind the format. I just didn't like that they were all released on this past Monday. Like I personally, this is just me. I personally like the way they did with the Cruiserweight Classic, where it was spread over 10 weeks. So then you got something to look forward to every single week over 10 weeks. That's that's just my personal opinion. I mean, plus if I don't know if you understand how difficult it was for me to watch 4 hours of wrestling. By the way, I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown either because I let this take precedent over it. But still, um, I, I don't know if you understand how hard it was watching all four of these episodes to do the whole full first round review.
I think it was quite simple. You just get lost in a wrestling, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And plus, my WWE network kept screwing up on me, so it took me even longer because WWE Network hated me that day. Anyway, let's get into the
Well, okay, real quick before we get into, I mean, I know it's not completely over, but as far as like the format of all three of the tournaments we've had so far, what has been your favorite? Like, not in terms of the wrestling, I mean, like how they presented them, because in the future, they're going to take, not necessarily from this video, maybe, you never know, but they're going to take from that and say, this is the best way to do it. So, what do you think? Like, if you were the producer saying, hey, we should put these out in this way, what would you say?
well, I mean, if we're doing that, then you really have to narrow it down to either the Cruiserweight Classic or the Mae Young Classic because the UK tournament I feel like didn't have as many competitors in it, so it was obviously shorter. So I would eliminate that one anyway.
Amy's offended, by the way. Check the live chat.
Honestly, I don't care either way. Why is Amy offended?
Also, I'm going to give my thoughts while you're looking to see why Amy's offended. Um, I honestly, like I said, I think they should do it like the Cruiserweight Classic. Give you something to look forward to every single week. Promote it like they promoted the Cruiserweight Classic. They did a good job of it. Um, and I feel like with this, they kind of didn't really do a good job of promotion. Now, albeit I haven't been great. I'm going to be honest. I have not been great with as far as watching Raw and SmackDown to know if they promoted it well. But still, also Amy wants me to read this. Should I be offended? Casey told me Friday, not tomorrow, not tonight. Question mark! Exclamation mark! Question mark.
No. That's the Friday night or the ICWP episode 4.
That is, by the way. I mean, see, Amy promoting us even when she don't mean to promote us.
Because I asked her to be on that to talk about the classic because I knew she wouldn't be able to be available to do the review tonight, and we wanted to get it out as quickly as possible.
Because
So
she
I'm sorry.
knew, because she understands how hard it is to watch 4 hours of wrestling when they just throw it at you on a Monday night.
Bruh, she watched it all that night. I'm just saying.
But still,
She watched it all in one sitting. I'm just saying.
but she still understands. She gets it.
But she still watched all of it in one sitting. So like your argument is
Somebody count me that as man. If you have any, no, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
your argument is invalid either way.
She said lies 2 days. Bruh, do you listen to her at all? Anyway, Mae Young Classic round one. Let's talk about it.
I know she did watch it 2 days. I thought she watched it one day. She didn't tell me that. She did
So
not
you
tell
made
me.
that up.
I thought she
I don't
watched it
feel like
all
this
one
guy,
day.
I don't know about this Casey guy, man. I don't feel like he's a credible host. He's already making up lies.
Isn't that what all good hosts do? Anyway, and plus Amy's supposed to be protecting and serving Cleveland, not watching videos and you know what about that crime, Amy? What about that crime? Huh? What about it? Yeah. Anyway, I definitely like the opening video package, kind of talking about the history of women's wrestling. I thought they did a really good job on that, and just in general, I liked all of the videos before the matches of each competitor, kind of like they did on the UK tournament, and I think they did it on the Cruiserweight Classic too. Any thoughts on either of those, DJ?
As far as the video package, the only thing that got me, and I know it's like a WWE thing and all this, but still, like, it was weird talking about all these women that's pioneered the women's division and not seeing or even hearing China. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I mean, and I get it. Beth Phoenix is great and all, but Beth Phoenix, sorry, Beth, is a poor man's China. I get it that the whole adult industry and all of that is the issue, but if you could put a rest in peace, you could show respect to her when she died. I feel like you can show respect to her on your own network. That's just me.
True. This is true. I I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. Uh, but anyway, let's get into the matches. Because that's a little bit awkward. WWE, you need to explain that. Explain it. Do it now. Um, our first match was Kaylee Ray versus Princessa Sugi. Um,
So what?
I actually liked this match. I thought it was a very interesting contrast in styles and experience between the two. Um, Kaylee Ray definitely looked really good in this match against a 20-year veteran. Surprisingly to me, Princess Sugi did get the win. I really thought they would give Kaylee Ray the win just to kind of give her that little bit of a push. I mean, I know a lot of indie fans know her, but as for some of the WWE fans that maybe don't know her, I would have given her a little bit of a push, at least to the second round, to kind of you know give her that exposure. I mean, either one, both kind of could use the exposure too. But definitely a really good opening match, DJ.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was expecting a little more, and this might be like stylist or whatever, but I was expecting a little more lucha libre from Princessa. She had the mask on. I was expecting a little more, and it wasn't as much as I thought. Like, it really wasn't. But I was impressed though. I did like her. I also like Kaylee Ray's like arrogance, and I was thinking throughout the whole match, I'm like, it's gonna cost her. It's going to cost her. I know it is, and it ended up costing her. I felt like at first it felt like, and maybe it was they were trying to get the crowd into it so quickly, but they started out really fast in this match, and I'm thinking, did they go too fast, too quick, too early in this tournament? But I definitely liked it. I was definitely surprised that Princessa Suhei, I think is how you pronounce it. Um, I'm sure Amy will correct me somehow, some way. But I was surprised that she won. I do like her though. I think I like her a lot. I don't think she's gonna win the whole thing, but I like her a lot though. I was impressed.
Yeah. And we got Serena Deeb versus Vanessa Bourne. I know Vanessa was one of the women that we saw in one of the qualifier matches on NXT. that I don't think we were very impressed with, at least in that match. Surprisingly, Vanessa, also surprisingly, and I don't know if you ever thought of this either at that match or during the whole build up to the Mae Young Classic. I was surprised at the fact that she's from Scottsdale, Arizona, that they never mentioned anything about the Bellas. I was like,
Yeah, I heard that too, and I kind of thought the same thing. That was actually the first thing I thought of when I heard that town was specifically Nikki Bella, but still.
yeah. Um, but yeah, the match was good. It was good to see Serena Deeb back again. She definitely looked good in this match. As for Vanessa, I understand that she's a rookie and everything, but just personally for me, she didn't really impress me that much. I mean, I would definitely like to see more of her just to kind of see what more, I mean, with her being a rookie, obviously, if she, was signed to NXT, she would get more time to, you know, perfect her skills and things like that, which would help her. But just in this match, I wasn't really impressed with her. But Serena Deeb did get the win to advance, which I wasn't surprised. DJ?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was definitely excited to see Serena Deeb again. I remember her from the Straight Edge Society, obviously. Um, I was kind of curious though to what took her out. I mean, I know it was kind of the alcoholism and the irresponsibility that took her out of kind of being the best. But I was still kind of curious to see what it was specifically, because like I thought it was weird that she mentioned it, but she didn't really mention it in the same breath as like her trying to be the best. So I thought it was kind of I was still trying to figure out everything with that. But I didn't think she was too bad. But I think we've gotten surprised with this tournament just because we're expecting to see the best in a tournament like this, and I wouldn't say Vanessa Bourne is one of the best. Like we've seen these tournaments, and with the UK tournament, we've seen the Cruiserweight Classic, and I think you almost kind of can't help but draw comparisons. And with this particular tournament, it didn't always feel like there was the best talent out there that WWE or the world has to offer. So I definitely thought it was a solid match. I just felt like Vanessa Bourne just still has some work to do, and I think that's why we look at Vanessa Bourne so critically in this regard, is because I think we're just so used to seeing the best talent in these tournaments, and I don't know if she should have been up there with the best talent. But I'm glad that Serena D won. I like her a lot. I want to see how far she goes. I'm not sure who she faced in the second round. But I'm definitely excited to see it though.
Yeah. The next match we had was Zeta versus this side. I hopefully Amy will correct me if I say this wrong. That Shayna Baszler, I don't know. She must be new. Um, I definitely like this match. Very impressive submission attempts and transitions from both Zeta and Shayna in the beginning. Definitely liked it. Um, I was surprised there wasn't that many kind of strikes in this match. I was expecting more of the striking game from both of them. But Shayna got a impressive, I think it was like a vertical suplex hold dropped into a sleeper hold for the submission win, which I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I was definitely impressed with that. I definitely liked it. And this was one of the matches that we were talking a little bit before we went on air, that this one was definitely short, but it was good short. Like it had a purpose for being short, kind of showing, that Shayna has that MMA background and she can, end a match at any moment, from anywhere. So I definitely,
Very MMA esque. Like you can end it at any time.
yeah, definitely. DJ?
What I liked about this match, and I think one thing I didn't realize before the video packages played to preview these two women, was the fact that both of them were experienced in MMA, so it like made this match so similar, and it gave this match a different feel. Like it didn't always even feel like a wrestling match. You know, it almost like felt like this like kind of like a brawl mixed with like a submission type thing. It was crazy. I liked it though. I was definitely excited watching this match. Like you said, yeah, it was quick. And I kind of like how Shayna Baszler made her tap that quickly. Just because like it definitely builds that submission as being legit and being like one of the toughest ones to get out of. I mean, it is a choke. So it makes a lot of sense. I love at first the Shayna's gonna kill you chance, and then Zeta takes her immediately to the ground. I was like, okay. I just thought that was hilarious. Just the way that played out. Um, and that like I don't know what you call that finishing submission right offhand, but I love it. Like I thought it was great. I also like the four horsewomen of MMA, that dynamic against the four horsewomen women of WWE or NXT or whatever. I definitely like I like that dynamic that they can play with that later. But I like Shayna Baszler though. I like her a lot. I want to see her against, like you said. I think we talked about this in the chat. Her against Mia Yim is going to be exciting. Sorry to give any spoilers, but I mean, if you probably already watched the show if you were watching this review.
Yeah. One thing I didn't put in my notes that I thought was funny was when Zeta tried to go for Shayna's leg in the beginning of the match. Shayna's like, nope, and then just slaps her. I was like, yes. That was great. Moving on, we got Jazzy Gabbert versus Abby Lath. I loved Abby going right at Jazzy full speed right from the bell. Definitely, it was a smart kind of strategy with the size difference. Just go right at her. Jazzy's power was definitely on display in this match, but Abby was not backing down as we would have expected. Very impressed with Jazzy in this match, but I was still hoping Abby would win. I was still rooting hard for her. Abby did eventually get Jazzy down to her knees with some nice kicks and strikes, which I thought was a good, way to go at her. And then I popped really hard when Abby rolled Jazzy up for the win. I know DJ probably didn't like it because DJ doesn't like roll ups because it's cheating and it's.
But how else you gonna beat that girl? I'm just saying.
You're right. You're right. But DJ.
Yeah, I was definitely shocked by the result of this match. I was. And like that's one thing about this tournament that I like too is I was shocked by a couple of results of of some of these matches, but at first it was like when Jazzy started, it was kind of like what is offense from Abby Lath? Like you're not getting any offense in at all. That split reversal was epic. I don't know if I ever popped for a reversal as hard as I popped for that split reversal. That was great. I was like, bruh, that was awesome. And then my last note is Abby Lath won? Question mark? Because I was so like in shock. But this was good. I liked it.
Yeah, and I definitely like the show of respect at the end of the match with I think they hugged if I remember correctly. But that was definitely a cool thing, and we saw that a couple times kind of in this tournament, which I definitely like. Next we had Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. I love Mercedes just kind of playing with Xia in the beginning. Again, very nice strikes and kicks by Xia. I mean, even with this being Xia's first match ever, which I was surprised. I didn't realize that this was her first match like ever. I would have thought she would have at least had a match or two, at NXT live shows, because I know she's signed to NXT, but apparently, at least from what they said, this was her first match ever. I was still definitely interested in her and kind of hope to see more of her because like I said, even with this being her first match, I thought she looked pretty good in it. Um, Obviously, Mercedes Martinez did win. DJ?
Yeah, I definitely was excited going into this because I've heard a lot about Mercedes Martinez. I loved when Xia Li had control and Mercedes Martinez was on the ground and she's just waving her finger while Xia Li is in control. I just thought that was, I don't know, there was something about that that was just really cool. Um, but yeah, like you said, this is definitely a good match. I like Mercedes Martinez. She has like there's a lot of women in this tournament that have like a different like aura about them. Like there's just something different about them. Like Shayna Baszler in the same way. Like like there's just something different about it. There's a lot of big girls in this too. Like as far as tall is concerned, like there's a lot of like really like tall women that really you're not used to seeing. I feel like in wrestling. So I was excited. This was a good match. I liked it.
Now, would you say that there are some huge ladies?
I'm not going to use that terminology, simply because I'll get to that later. I will. I got a bone to pick with these quote wrestling fans.
Oh, okay, okay. The next match I'm gonna give to DJ because it has his girl Marty Bell versus Rachel Ellering. I will not call her Evers. I won't do it.
You mean Rachel Evers?
I won't do it. I won't.
You're not gonna call her Rachel Evers?
Nope, I won't do it. Nope.
You got to. That's her name.
I will call her.
I love how they're like
Ellering.
she's Paul. I love how they're like she's Paul Ellering's daughter, but then they're like Rachel Evers, and I'm like, wait, what? How does that work? That's not how that works. But I definitely like this match. I thought Marty looked good in this match. I don't. Marty's not a rookie, but I think sometimes she comes off like one. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
But I definitely I love Marty. I was hoping Marty would win. I was kind of sad when Rachel won, but I do like Rachel though. Rachel looked good in this match. Marty looked good as well. I felt like they did work well together. I like Marty's like smash mouth. I like that, I guess, Dominican style. I don't know what to call it, but like she's like feisty in the ring, and I like that. As far as like just wagging her finger and like all that stuff. Like I like that stuff from Marty Bell. I hope Marty Bell gets more chances in WWE, especially elsewhere. Something. I love her calling timeout as well on the outside, but. Rachel ended up, it did end up winning this match, and I kind of cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I cried because I'm a big Marty Bell fan. I thought Marty was going all the way. I thought that she was the only one that I thought was going all the way that lost. We'll get to that, and I'm a little shook up. I didn't know how to feel. I really didn't. Anyway, yeah, Rachel Evers ends up getting the win. Not sure about that spine buster she hit there near the end. But I'm glad that didn't end it. But I mean, this is definitely a good match though. I like it. I like Rachel Evers, the rings first. Casey, thoughts on Rachel Evers versus Marty Bell?
Yeah, I don't know what you were trying to say there.
Rachel Evers, Zerling? I think it's a real name.
It's not. Definitely like this match. I like the mind games by Marty Bell in the beginning of this match. Very cocky attitude from her, which you would expect from somebody who was raised in New York City. But definitely just a great match. I wasn't surprised that Rachel won because I feel like not only here, but I feel like in wrestling in general, she's been pushed really well in all the promotions that she's wrestled for. So I definitely, am excited to see kind of, hopefully they do more with her after the Cruiserweight Classic, or not the Cruiserweight Classic. We're talking about so many different tournaments after the Mae Young Classic. I hope they do something with both of these women, actually all of these women in general.
Also, real quick before you get to the next match, I got a bone to pick right now.
Okay, let's pick that bone.
Our boy LB Clash of Kings.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah, but he was kind of like upset that this whole tournament was focused on Mae Young and not Moolah. And I just wanted to hit that real quick because I feel like Moolah has always gotten the credit, like always, like always. It was never Mae Young. It was always Moolah and Mae Young. Like Moolah has been getting the credit for so long, and then finally Mae Young gets a little credit, and everybody's mad.
Well, I understand why they chose Mae Young. I know there was some issues with Moolah.
There's
Um,
been some issues with Moolah.
yeah, so they didn't really want to use her, but I think they're both. I wouldn't be upset one over the other really.
Well, they're synonymous with one another. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard, like to be honest.
But I mean, I don't know. I would either one I would have been fine with personally, but I mean, I'm kind of glad that they did use Mae Young because I think Mula does get, other than the issues that she's had, she does get more of the credit for the, history of women's wrestling, I feel like, more than Mae Young does. So I like that they did use Mae Young, for this. But, I mean, they could have used Ivory, obviously, with that great
They should
suicide dive.
have named it iconic Ivory suicide dive club.
They should have. Greatest suicide dive of all time. That needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Um, but moving on, before the next match, we had a little bit of a clip of kind of Triple H talking to all of the competitors in the Performance Center, which I kind of liked. I like when you get little clips like this of him just kind of, you know, supporting them and things like that. And, any thoughts of that on that, DJ?
Yeah, I always like that. I think it gives kind of Triple H being the CEO that personal feel. It's kind of like that stuff we see with Vince too as well, especially like during like WrestleMania and the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. And you see him like working with the superstars. Like as much as we like hate Vince, he still does a lot. And I think like that's what I like about the Triple H stuff, especially with like NXT and like stuff like this. It kind of like I don't know. I guess too, it kind of shows you that is, or at least it makes you think. It portrays that Triple H is the one that's behind kind of the evolution of WWE.
Yeah. I definitely liked it, but part of me kind of wanted it to be Stephanie
Yeah,
because I think that would have meant a little bit more. Um,
yeah.
but
I did
anyway,
like Lita on commentary, by the way. I meant to mention that at the beginning, but I really like Lita on commentary. She
yeah,
brought like a unique voice to the commentary team. I liked it.
and I think she and JR definitely worked really well together um, on commentary. But anyway, we got Rhea Ripley versus Miranda Salinas. Um, very interest. I was very interested in both of these two. Um, interesting sides difference between the two. Um, I do like Miranda after this match. Definitely looking forward to see more of her. But Rhea, I thought was incredibly impressive in this match. Definitely hope that they sign her to NXT or the main roster, whatever. Because both of them are good, but Rhea's definitely the more impressive of the two. I felt like, and I think that was expected. I feel like a lot of people were excited for her to be in the Mae Young Classic, but she did get the win, so she advanced. DJ?
Yeah, Rhea Ripley was another one of those big old girls, and I say that with all due respect. Because some people get like their panties in a bunch, and y'all need to chill and just pull out the wedgie, and we'll be good. But anyway, she was just really tall. Like I liked Rhea Ripley. I was trying to figure out how to spell Rhea because I feel like I got Raya. And I feel bad. But anyway,
Yay.
is it Rea?
RHEA. They that silent H in there.
With the H for? Rhea.
Rhea.
But yeah, I like the contrasting styles as well. I like Miranda. She was kind of like a little feisty too. Like I like her a lot. I want to see more of her as well, and I want to see more of Rhea. I want to say Rhea so bad. Rhea Ripley as well. Um, I can't remember. Like I said, I can't remember who she's facing in the next round either. But I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. I have the next round matchups, so I can go over that after the review. But anyway, another match that I'm gonna give DJ because it has his girl Mia Yim versus Sarah Logan, and I don't know. I didn't personally like the pants that Mia Yim had this way.
They changed them up on you.
Yeah, they changed them up. They not the same pants, so I don't know. I don't know how to feel. DJ though match.
Yeah, Mia Yim versus Sarah Logan. I love this match. This might have been my favorite match of the tournament. Um, I don't know what it was. Like I just like we talked about the contrasting styles in the match before, but like this was so like similar styles. It was kind of like who's tougher, who's stronger, who can kick harder, who can punch harder. Like I love the kicks. I love the striking battle. I love that little sit down striking battle they had for a little bit there. I thought that was nice. I love the spinning elbow that Logan hit. Like I was impressed by both of these two. I mean, obviously I love Mia Yim, so I'm always impressed by her. But like I was definitely excited for Sarah Logan as well. I hope that she gets signed in some form or fashion because I like her a lot. I think she's got a unique style to her, and I want to see more of her. But Mia Yim does end up getting the win, which I liked. I can't remember right offhand how she won though. It was something that I was not necessarily I wasn't used to seeing it, but it was something that I wasn't expecting. Like the move that she used. I can't remember. I don't know if you remember, but it was something like it wasn't what I was expecting her to use though.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember. Um,
Anyway, Casey, you got any thoughts on Mia Yim versus Sarah Logan?
yeah. I was definitely this was one of the matches I was definitely looking forward to. But this match seemed a lot more kind of one-sided than I expected. Um, and I don't think it's Sarah Logan's fault. I think I just don't really like the way that they're booking her. Not only in the Mae Young Classic, but I feel like even when she's been on NXT, I feel like they're booking her weak, uh, which I don't like. I mean, I've seen a lot of her stuff on the Indies, and she's good. I feel like they're booking her weak. Personally, I don't know
Yeah, Mia Yim. Did
what.
you say Mia Yim?
No, Sarah.
Okay. Hmm.
Medium ain't been on NXT.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, well, that's why I was like, did he say Mia Yim?
Nah.
Am I wrong? She, anyway.
Yeah. But Sarah did start to come back a little bit with some good strikes and kicks and stuff. But it just didn't seem like it was quite enough. And Mia Yim did win, which I wasn't surprised. Definitely excited for round two, like we've been saying. It's gonna be a good match with her and Shayna. I've heard a lot of things about a certain match that they had in AIW from Amy. So, I'm expecting good things. I'm expecting nothing but the best. And if I get something that isn't the best, I'm going to be really upset. And I'm going to walk there. I'm going to go down to the Performance Center. I'm going to talk to both of them. I'm not because they scare me and they could probably hurt me in more ways than I can count. So I'm just going to write like a strongly worded letter saying, hey, Shayna and Mia Yim, I do not appreciate that. I was expecting a really anyway. That's just the general, how that is gonna go if I'm not, Anyway, we got Aisha Raymond versus Toni Storm. Another match I was definitely looking forward to. More for Toni Storm, not really for Aisha Raymond. I mean, she a nice lady, but I don't. But anyway, Toni Storm is one of my absolute favorites in this tournament, so I was definitely excited. Aisha definitely, had the size, as DJ's been saying. Some of these ladies had the size, but nothing about her really jumped out to me personally. Um, I mean, maybe if I see more of her, but just from this match, nothing really kind of excited me about her personally. But a good match though. I'm excited that Tony Storm did win and is advancing. DJ.
Yeah, I was actually excited for Aisha. I didn't know either one of these to be honest, but I was excited because I did like Tony Storm from the video package. I don't know if they can call that what she was doing a hip attack or what. Like,
Oh, that's called "You Can Do That to Me Any Day."
but that's what they called it though. Well, they didn't call it what you called it. They called it what anyway. But I liked Aisha. I can't say her name for the life of me. Aisha's power. Um, she for some reason like she was powerful, but she didn't look like she didn't come off like this big like I'm really strong, right? Like she was talking about how many kilos she lifts, and like but she looked like really small to me. Just saying, like she just did. But anyway, I'm glad Tony Storm won. I think she looked good in this match. I was definitely excited I'm excited to see more of her as the tournament goes along.
Yeah, I think for me it was a little bit different. Like to me, like she definitely seemed big and strong, but she didn't seem powerful to me in this match, which I was expecting, which was a little bit weird. But moving on to one of me and DJ's favorites of all time. We want her to be on the podcast every week because we love her and she's awesome.
She's also adorable. She is the cutest girl in this tournament. If I can just throw a personal opinion out,
you can.
Darn it. Also, you just don't like her opponent because she said the great Khali trained her. Let's be honest, Casey. Let's be honest.
I didn't say I didn't like her. I just don't like her.
You just mad because you know her English. She working on it, and you act like she a heel.
I mean, my problem is I don't know if she liked to dance and like to fun.
True. I mean, that's how you get over, right?
It's true. But another match where I definitely like the size difference because I feel like in this match, personally, specifically, it kind of showed that Dakota can really do. It kind of showed what she can really do. No matter the size of her opponent. I was actually quite impressed with Kavita Devi in this match, though. She didn't do anything mind-blowing, I didn't think, but what she did, she more than kind of held her own. And I would definitely like to see, what they could do with her. Work on her, wrestling skills more in ring, because I know she does like powerlifting and things like that. I think they said, and I think she does other forms of fighting. So I would definitely like to see them work more on her professional wrestling kind of skills and see what they could do with her. To be honest, knowing WWE, I was half expecting the Singh brothers to come out and help her get the win. That was in the back of my mind. I was waiting for the music.
So she's gonna come out. She's gonna be the next person to help Jinder Mahal.
Yeah. But Dakota used Kavita's inexperience to kind of turn the tides and quickly get the win, which I definitely liked. But definitely a good match. I was pleasantly surprised with Kavita Devi. Obviously, I knew Dakota Kai was going to win, and I'm excited to see her in the next round. DJ?
Yeah, I'm excited to see her go all the way to the finals, baby. But no, I definitely like Dakota Kai though. Not only is she the cutest girl I've ever seen in my life, but I love her style though. Like she did a good job of selling in this match too, because with a big brute. Like I can't remember her opponent's name. But anyway, it's one of those things where she really had to sell in this match because of the power of her opponent. Casey, you should help me out and tell me her opponent's name.
Kavita Devi.
See, they too similar. Kavita Devi. I love the sunset flip. I thought that was nice. Anytime you just hit a random sunset flip, I'm impressed. Like you're probably my favorite wrestler ever in life. But this is definitely a good match. I want to see Dakota Kai versus who is she facing in the next round? I just said it. Was it? It was a match we just did. Was it Evers?
We gonna get to that.
Anyway, so I'm excited for the next round match for Dakota Kai, and she gonna win the whole thing. Well, nah, she ain't gonna win the whole thing. I had somebody in mind. I thought it was gonna win the whole thing. Where's she at? Where's she at though? She might be later in the show.
Oh, you talking about Santina?
You know what? Possibly.
Moving on, we got Sage Beckett versus Bianca Belair.
It was Philadelphia, boy. Oh,
this match threw me off. I was, very impressed that Bianca had as much control at times in the match as she did, and then she won, and I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? And then I found out that she be either dating or engaged or married to the one fella from the Street Profits, and I'm like, okay. I got their theme music on my phone, so I listen to it. This is a good song. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a real good. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Sage Beckett versus Bianca Belair and the surprise win. DJ.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I like Bianca Belair. What's Philadelphia? I can't. Sorry. But I just do like it's I don't know. It might be the long friggin' ponytail that she didn't use to her advantage. By the way, what are you doing? That's the first rule of heel wrestling. Which I know she's a heel, but still. Well, no, I think Bianca's the heel because she used it as a weapon, and that's cheating. But she reminded me a lot of Jazz, and not just because she's black. I know somebody gonna say that, and I'm like, punch you in your nose, to put you right in your nose because you're wrong. But for real, she looks like Jazz too. Like she's strong. She a strong, independent black woman. That's what Jazz was, baby. But for real, black. Shut up. But for real, she does like kind of come off like Jazz. She's not as strong as Jazz though. Jazz was a swole woman. She was a scary girl. But anyway, I like her a lot though. I like the aggression. That's one thing I like about Bianca Belair. I wonder what I was trying to say right there. But I'm excited. I want to see her in the next round as well. I feel like I'm gonna say that for every match, but I am. Because it's the first time we seeing some of these peoples. I mean, we did see Bianca Belair before, but I forgot that we saw it before. But I like her a lot though. She gonna have to cut that ponytail though, or she gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna step on it. Like she gonna be standing up and somebody gonna step on it.
It's gonna get on the turnbuckle. It's not gonna be good.
Somebody she lucky Brian Kendrick ain't in this doggone tournament. He would be and tied her up in the ropes with that thing.
You're right. We got another match that I'm gonna give to DJ because it's got another one of his girls, Santana Garrett versus Piper Niven. I love this match, but we gonna get DJ.
Oh, don't give me this match. Man, I came into this match I'm like, Santana Garrett gonna win the whole thing. It's gonna happen. It's about to happen. And Santana Garrett winning up against Piper Niven. I will get to my Piper Niven rant here in a second. But I love Piper Niven, bro. Like, I as much as it's hard for me to see Santana go down like that, I love Piper though. She's got that athleticism, but she's also, She's got the size advantage, and I like it. Like, I'm a fan. I like this girl. But I definitely like this. Santana Garrett is one of the best in this world. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what nobody, I don't care what nobody says. She was the best in this world, and she proved it in this match, even in a loss. She deserves much more than she ever gets. I hate that she went out in the first round because she could have made some great semifinal, quarterfinals, and finals matches. But anyway, since they hate me, I love Piper though. I kind of want to see her win. A little bit of me doesn't, but a little bit of me does because I love her. I love that she uses that that size to her advantage, but she also she has that athleticism. She reminds me a lot of Kevin Owens a little bit. Shut up. She reminds me a little bit of Kevin Owens though. Like her size, but then again she's athletic. I'm a fan. I like Piper, and for anyone on the stupid internet who has been trolling this girl about her size, you disrespectful little, I'm not even going to say word. I hate you. You're the absolute worst person in this world. You need to shut your mouth and watch her in the ring before you go and criticize her. Plus, people make me so mad. Hiding these keyboard warriors. I stole that from a guy on the internet who doesn't laugh at you. Shout out to him. I think it's Shane Scott. Shane Scott. Anyway, still, these people who hide behind their keyboards talk about, oh, she's a hold up. This is an actual quote that I pulled from the internet specifically for Overreaction Friday. But let me see if I can find the doggone thing. Somebody specifically said about this woman who is putting her body on the line to be entertaining just because she's bigger. This is disgusting. Please stop signing fat and or ugly women. Please. Before you attack her personally, first off, get in the ring. Second off, watch her matches. And third off, quit attacking her personally. God forbid that not every woman in this world looks the same, and not every women's wrestler in this world looks the same. These people frustrate me so much on the internet. I just happened to see somebody had posted a picture of her, and I think that was actually the start of the post. But I just think it's just, to me, it's ridiculous. This girl's super talented, first off. And not every freaking wrestler, period, has to be the same. People don't like Kevin Owens in the same aspect, but I don't know. Sorry, I just had to go on a little bit of a something there because these people make me so upset when they don't even watch her or they don't even at least respect the work she does. They just go directly for the personal attack. And she actually had to reply to these people because it's been so much outrage. Sorry. It just frustrates me for them to go on that personal attack like that.
I mean, to make you even more frustrated, go look at the message I just sent you, and yeah. But anyway, I like this match. Piper and Santana worked a lot better together than I expected. Santana, continually tried to kind of quicken the pace where she may have the advantage, but Piper was not allowing it at all, which I liked. I love Santana's selling in this match. I don't know if DJ saw it, but almost smiling the entire time through everything, which was funny. It definitely put the mind games in there too, because no matter what Piper did to her, she was just had that smile.
This man is out of his mind.
I know, right?
All right, we'll get to that here in a second.
Yeah, but a bunch of near falls for Santana, which surprised me. But Piper Niven did win. And, I do love Santana Garrett, but I think with all the outrage with Piper Niven and all the people talking shit about her, I think it's good that she won and she gets to go on and, just show these people that it doesn't matter how big she is. It doesn't matter. She's good in the ring. I definitely liked her in this match, and I want to see more. I don't care what
And
size.
it's definitely one of those things too where it's hitting a trend at this moment. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but still, they're still hitting a trend at the right time as well because, you know, plus size girls getting more so into modeling, becoming more confident, and all of that. So, like, I feel like they did. This is good not only for WWE but for her as well because I mean she definitely deserves it. I'm sure she's been overlooked so much just because of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, Lars comments. Should we talk about this for a second?
I mean, yeah, we could. We could.
Okay. So first off, LB Clash of Kings, which or LB one of a kind. I hope he watches this though, so we can like respond. But anyway, he said, "Okay." Then this was his main post. Okay, I saw some good matches in the Mae Young Classic. So, but some were really bad. Overall, I graded a B minus, which is still a pretty high grade. Anyway, Casey asked, the troll that he is. Oh well, he's not as good of a troll as I am, but but he said, "What match is really bad?" Laura replies, "A few I thought were bad. The match with the two former MMA fighters, as all they was doing was submission moves the whole match." So is he not a fan of submission matches? Because that's what they do in submission. Anyway, and plus I actually like that. I thought that match was good because it was different. It wasn't the same typical match. They were doing a lot of submissions. Anyway, he said Zeta versus Shayna, Aisha Raymond versus Tony Storm, Dakota Kai versus Kavita Devi, and Xia Li versus Mercedes Martinez. The matches all I think was the weakest on it, and I didn't like. What? Those were some of the best matches on the card. Period. You're wrong. You done goofed. You're wrong. Thoughts before we move on, I guess.
I respectfully, I respect his decision and his opinion and the things that he says, but they are what I like to call wrong.
Also too, and this is another thing because I'm gonna be honest. After I first watched everything, I said this really isn't that good. I don't like it. This is the worst out of all three of them. But you have to actually watch it. Like I think it's a thing. I think a lot of wrestling fans get away from actually watching wrestling anymore. Like you're on your phone, you're not really paying attention, you just see stuff here and there and you're not that impressed. But when I actually watch the matches and I put my phone down for the hour long time period that I was watching the matches, I enjoyed it more.
It's true. It's true. But moving on to another match that was really, really good. We had Candice LeRae versus Renee Michelle. I obviously expected a great match from Candice LeRae, and I certainly wasn't disappointed. But I was also very impressed with Renee Michelle, who I wasn't really expecting too much from. I don't think either of us were, kind of going into this. But she definitely, had a good showing in this match, I felt like. Candice does get the win with Miss LeRae's Wild Ride. I love the name of that move. But so I'm definitely excited that Candice is moving on. I like that they did, show Johnny Gargano in the crowd. Kind of upset that later on we didn't see a sighting of one Ricochet. But we'll get to that match. We'll get to that match. DJ, thoughts on this match?
Yeah, this was definitely a good match. I like the commentary mentioning that Candice LeRae was taking it a little more seriously than her opponent was. I definitely like that because her opponent was kind of being a showman and all of that. But I really like Candice LeRae. I haven't seen as much of her as I want to, but I like her a lot. She's smooth. She's fluid. She A1 on the mic. Sorry.
No botching.
But for real though, like I really do like her a lot. She's stiff, by the way, too. But for real though, I honestly do like her a lot. I want to see more of her. Surprised we haven't seen her before this point. Um, just because I know she signed with NXT a while back, if I'm not mistaken, right? Right?
Uh, I don't know if she officially signed or if she did like one of those certain amount of matches deal.
Yeah.
But I hope she signed.
Yeah, because I like her a lot. I'm definitely excited. I think she could be. I think she was actually who I was picking to win. Now that my baby girl Santana Garrett, I love that girl, love of my life. Besides JoJo, now that she's out of the tournament, I gotta go with Candice LeRae now. I feel like, or I might go with Mrs. Elbow Drop herself. We'll get to her in a little bit.
See, now I got a question. I got to call you out on something a little bit. Nothing personal, but you said that Dakota Kai is the cutest girl you ever seen in your life. So what does that do with JoJo? What
See JoJo, JoJo and I we tight, and JoJo, she cute. She also the cutest girl I've ever seen in my life. If she asks, if she don't,
that's not how that works.
If she don't ask, then don't tell.
Well, I'm gonna tell. Anyway, moving on, we got Taynara Conti versus Lacey Evans. Both very new to the ring, but Lacey being a former Marine and Taynara being a high-level judo expert made this, I felt like, quite the interesting matchup. And I know Amy obviously said that Lacey Evans is a big kind of inspiration to, the female fan base with her, being a former Marine and everything. But while I was watching this match and I think Taynara as well, with the fact that, she started training in judo at 7 years old and was an Olympic hopeful, which shows that I think she could be an inspiration too, because that shows, even at a young age, you can do anything. You can start to train to be, in judo, you can train to be, a gymnast, whatever, even at that young age of 7. So I think she could definitely be, an inspiration too, which is a cool thing. But definitely a very good match. I think they kind of ruined the finish of this match, with Lacey, going over to her daughter and giving her the flag. So I was like, obviously she gonna win because they not gonna make the little girl cry. I mean, they made Izzy cry, but like Izzy a little bit older, so I guess it was okay to make Izzy cry, but like can't make a little girl cry. But like, I don't know. But Lacey Evans did win, which I was surprised. So she advances. DJ?
I'm a big fan of Lacey Evans. I really don't know why, but I like her a lot. It might be the Marine thing. Like, it may just be like endearing. I definitely want to continue to see her get more experience in the ring. Cause wasn't her name like something else before too?
I don't remember what it was before.
Macy Australia or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely like her though. I think she did good in this match, and I like the judo expert as well. I feel like her coming out with the black belt was supposed to like mean something, and the crowd was just like, nope. Like it felt like the crowd was just not into it at all. But I'm definitely excited to see Lacey Evans in the next round. I don't feel like I don't know if she faces in the next round either. But I mean, obviously we're gonna get to it. But still, I don't know if she's gonna go any farther than the next round, in my opinion. But I like her a lot.
Yeah, hold up. About to send you something real quick. Just got it.
Also, her tights are like I like her tights. They're like unique. A lot of people had like unique tights, even in just in this match. In general, like she had like a little black belt around her tights. Did her opponent, and then Macy, obviously has a little sailor tights.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I like it. Uh, moving on. We got Nicole Savoy versus Reina Gonzalez. Reina came out with the great power game against Nicole, which I liked. I did feel like Nicole almost went for the close tap out a bit too soon in the match, where she almost went to tap during a submission, and I was like, no, that's too soon. Don't do that. No. But Nicole was finally able to kind of get Reina into a cross arm breaker for the win. And I kind of I cringed a little bit, with the whole issues with the arm breaker recently with Rosemary.
Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't watch that video because I don't know if I could have recovered.
I mean,
From
the video isn't even that bad. Like, you don't see anything terrible, but the fact that, she almost broke her arm is like, bruh. But anyway, not in this match. We're talking about the Rosemary Sexy Star match. But definitely, I like this match. Nicole Savoy obviously wins and moves on. DJ?
I'm definitely into Nicole Savoy. I like her. I don't know. I thought she was gonna look different than I expect. Like she was just different than I expected her to be. But I'm definitely excited because I do like Nicole Savoy a lot. Like you said, that arm breaker. I love I always love the transition into an arm breaker or an arm bar. In any form or fashion. I'm always a fan. I'm a huge arm bar arm breaker guy anyway. But I also like the inverted Boston Crab that that was on Savoy as well. But and she did go for that fake tap pretty early. I just noticed that, but eh, I'm excited, like I said, to see her in the next round as well.
Lars said, my picks I liked, I put in the live comments on the ICWP review. So we'll have to check those out. Moving on to the final match of the first round. This honestly could have been, match of the whole, tournament. We had Kairi Sane versus Tessa Blanchard. And again, like I said, I was kind of upset we didn't see no Ricochet in the crowd. I was looking, I didn't see him. We saw two of the greatest women of all time, though. We saw Alexa Bliss and Izzy in the same shot. I was like, you know what, that cameraman, he knows good talent. He knows good talent. But this match was definitely split straight down the middle. I felt like, with the fans cheering for both of them. I was surprised we actually saw kind of a test of strength in this match. You usually see them kind of going for it and then maybe like a kick to the gut or something, but you don't usually see the full test of strength in wrestling anymore, which I definitely liked. You know, I see why they kept this for the last match of the first round. Like I said, this could have been match of the entire round, the first round, because it was that good. I loved, the kind of shock and anger in the face of Tessa Blanchard every time Kyrie would kick out. She just couldn't find a way to keep her down. Eh, but and DJ and I both agreed. Kyrie's elbow is the craziest elbow drop I have ever seen. She like goes vertical and then almost goes upside down, and I'm like, how you do that? How? How you do that? It's amazing. I can't imagine WWE still allowing her to keep doing that if they signed her because it's a hazard. I could see WWE banning that. I honestly could. But DJ,
Yeah, I definitely love this match as well. I just knew Tessa Blanchard was going to win this match too. I was kind of upset though because I knew about the Kyrie Zane saying I always want to say Zane, but anyway, elbow from Amy, and then I saw it for the first time and I was like, this is the greatest elbow drop I've ever seen in my life. But I'm definitely a fan of Kyrie Zane. Saying, why do I want to say Zane? I think she should be in the tag team with Sammy, and I can call her Kyrie Zane. Anyway, I loved it though. This was a really good match. The back and forth, really just not knowing who's gonna win. As far as this match is concerned, the false finishes and everything were really good. I was a really big fan of this match in general. I just thought it was really good. A great way to end the first round. That freaking that that freaking what was it? A face buster from the corner. Oh my god, bruh. That was party. Good. I've watched that like 8 times, and I'm still like, oh my god, bruh, no, not the no. But this match was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Kyrie's name for the win, baby.
Yeah. Definitely a really good first round. I definitely enjoyed it. I'll go over the second round matches. If you haven't watched it, if you're like us and you're waiting for next week, you haven't looked at spoilers or anything.
If you're a real wrestling fan, now that's a real wrestling fan, not a wrestling fan that watches every promotion. A real wrestling fan doesn't look at spoilers.
Yeah. But anyway, we've got Abby Lath going up against Rachel Ellering. I almost said Evers. I almost did. I did almost.
Eversling. Just say Eversling. You got it.
Princessa Suhei versus Mercedes Martinez. Nicole Savoy versus Candice LeRae. Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler, which is going to be match of the tournament probably. Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair. Dakota Kai versus Rhea Ripley. Serena Deeb versus Piper Niven. And Lacey Evans versus Toni Storm. So definitely some good matchups coming up in the second round, I think. Any of those kind of pop out at you, DJ, or any that you are looking forward to specifically?
Like I said, I'm just excited for the next round. I'm still trying to figure out who I think is gonna win because like as soon as I think one person is gonna win, I'm like, well, maybe this person will win, maybe that person will win, maybe this. Like it's kind of hard to figure out who's gonna win this tournament. Like I feel like I've been able to decently figure out who's gonna win the other tournaments, especially the Cruiserweight Classic. I don't know about I can't remember who I picked for the UK tournament. I think I picked the Bruiserweight if I'm not mistaken, but I'm definitely excited to see this next round and kind of see. I'm trying to think of some of the matches that I'm really excited for. Definitely, I want to see Princessa Suhei again against Mercedes Martinez. It's definitely an interesting matchup. Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler. I think we had said before. Definitely Piper Niven versus Serena Deeb. I hope Piper Niven wins that match as much as I love Serena Deeb. Dakota Kai versus Rhea Ripley. I'm excited for it too. And that Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair is an interesting match too. With their contrast of style. So I'm definitely excited for the next round.
Yeah. But anyway, that was your review for the first round of the Mae Young Classic. We'll have the second round probably next Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how long it would take us to watch the second round. It should be shorter, obviously. But I think do it the same. I think it should be 2 episodes next week, which will be a lot easier to watch. But as usual, like and comment. Comment your thoughts, what matches you liked, what matches you didn't like, predictions for the second round, predictions for a winner. If you haven't looked at the spoilers, if you have looked at the spoilers, do not comment. Don't do it. Don't ruin it for us. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. No, you don't want. Don't be that guy. Anyway, like the video, share the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Go check out our Facebook page. Just type in the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. It'll come up for you. We will be back tomorrow for our 205 live review, and I think NXT will probably do both of them tomorrow, maybe. Then Thursday, we have our Impact review. Excited for that one. And then Friday, we will have episode 4 of the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast with Amy. Amy is going to be on the show, kind of giving her thoughts on the first round of the Mae Young Classic, because since she wasn't able to be on the show tonight because she had to work. So that'll be cool to kind of get her thoughts, since she is our, sort of our expert in women's wrestling, I guess. And then obviously, Miley is the expert in geography and stuff like that. So we will see you on the next video. Bye.